So if you feel like you need some extra support, you can always bring either a booster or a block right under your booty. This way your pelvis will become a bit higher, your knees will sink, and you won't be doing so much work onto your thighs. They won't be as active as having your pelvis down onto the floor. But if it feels comfortable for you sitting onto the floor, that's fine. As long as you feel comfort, it's not bothering you. And as long as we're keeping our spine free, lengthened, long, so that prana, life force, can flow through it naturally. And in this position, let's close out our eyes and just take that moment to tune into our internal universe. Like, what's going on inside of us? What are we feeling? What do we hear? What do we notice? You breathe in through the nose. And we breathe out through the nose. And you can always bring your hands onto your belly and just create this moment of connection with baby. And just telling baby that this is a moment of presence, a moment of connection. When we connect the mind with the body and with the breath, and when it all becomes one, when we connect our internal rhythms by bringing our attention to the rhythm of our breathing, the pattern of our breathing. And we notice if baby responds in any way or form. And as we try to notice the rhythm of our breath, we try to create this sense of balance between the inhale breath and the exhale breath. We create this coherence where the inhale breath and the exhale breath have the same length. And by creating this new rhythm, this new pattern of the breath, we start moving everything internally. And we bring our attention to our heartbeat and how our heart beats. Maybe we'll hear and feel our heart onto our chest, or maybe you can actually feel or hear your heartbeat onto belly as you keep your hands onto belly and connect to baby. And this is where we begin to notice this balance, this coherence between the breath, between the heartbeat. And this consequently leads to the circulation through our body. If our breath is in tune with the rhythm of our heart, that means the way the blood is going to circulate and pulsate through the body is also going to be in balance with the heartbeat, with the rhythm of the breath. So the delivery of blood, oxygen, nutrients balances out throughout the whole body. And this is where baby gets all nurtured up. And as we notice the pulsation of all this prana through the body, all the blood flow, all the circulation, we also notice that our mind patterns begin to ease, slows down. The mental chatter, the noises in our head, they still keep coming, but they found a different rhythm. It's almost as if the breath, the heart, the circulation, and the mind are fully connected. They're in rhythm. They found the same pace. And then as we fully connect to this breath, we feel we become one. We start to create that little constriction, make it soft in the back of the throat, just so that prana can circulate back down through the midline, through the center of our body. And this way we'll circulate in the center, we'll create energy, and we'll express throughout the whole body. And as we open our eyes gently, we keep the attention on the breath and on the ujjayi, on the exhalation. We release the hands next to the body and we begin to circle our hands up and over our head. Breathing in, we look in between our hands and we're going to stretch the right hand up towards the sky, getting a nice stretch onto the right side body. And then we switch over to the left, as if we're trying to grab something, and then over to the right, and then over to the left, and then over to the right, and then left. One more time on each side. Right, really grab, and then left. We come back to center, we stretch the arms up and over. And now this time our right hand slides over to the right as our left hand stretches. We get a deeper little stretch onto the left side body. Yeah. We breathe in, and you can always find a little alternative with your hand, really opening up, bringing your head onto your hand, breathing. And then we switch, left hand circles, left hand down, right hand up and over. You can always bring your hand behind your head as if your hand's a little hammock. When we come back to neutral as we breathe in, we interlace the hands behind the neck. We open our elbows nice and wide. We project our heart towards the skies. Breathe in. We take a little twist to the left. We come back to center. We take a little twist to the right. We come back to center. We open up wider as we breathe in. And we exhale, we bring our chin to our chest, we bring the elbows towards one another. We inhale, open up. And we exhale, chin to chest. We inhale, open up. And we exhale, chin to chest. We open up, breathe in, and we release the hands. Just bring your hands onto your knees and let's do a seated cat-cow. Round the spine as you breathe in. And exhale, send your chest forward, roll your shoulders back. Breathe in as you round. And exhale, chest forward, roll your shoulders back. Breathe in, round. Exhale. One more. And exhale. Circular movements here. Be mindful, be gentle. Do 3 rounds on one side. And you can move your neck as well. Once you're done on one side, just change directions. Come back to center. We bend our knees. And we're going to take a seated cat-cow again. So feet a bit wider. You're going to need to keep it wider now because of belly. Just round the spine as you breathe in. And exhale, open your chest, roll your shoulders back, press the feet out, and you can kind of like open the knees out as well. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale as we round. And exhale. Inhale as we round. And exhale. And we come back to neutral. Stretch your right leg forward and your left leg stays close to you. And you can hug your left leg with your left hand. Press your right heel down. Right hand comes up. Breathe in. And exhale. Take a twist. Looking over your right shoulder. Bringing your right hand down towards the floor. Keep your right leg active. Engage through the pelvic floor. Find length in the spine. Breathe in. Exhale, tuck the belly in towards the spine, look towards your shoulder. 1 more breath in and out. And we circle the right hand up and over as we breathe in. And exhale, we come back. Right foot inside our left leg. Yes. So from here, you can always bend your right knee. And you have your belly here, so it's not going to be into your chest. It's a bit wider, yeah? So inhale, you can bring your hands towards your foot. You can bring a little strap onto your foot, or just slide the foot out. What we want to keep our attention to is if we're rounding the spine, or if we're finding length, so that energy can flow and move freely. We breathe in. And we exhale, press the heel down as we slide it forward and we fold forward. And if this is your limit, which is fine, for me, I already feel my hamstrings here. This is where we stay and we breathe into it. Breathe in here and exhale, sink deeper maybe. Breathe in and exhale. We slowly come back up. Right leg comes in and we switch. Slide the left leg, press the left heel down. Open your right foot out a bit, hug your right knee with your right hand, find length. Inhale as you circle your left hand up high, and exhale, circle the left hand behind you. Breathe in. And exhale, twist. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. 1 more breath in. And exhale. Left hand circles up and over as we breathe in. And exhale back. Place your right foot inside your left quad. Bring your left foot inwards. And again, you can hold on to your foot if you can. Okay, maybe a strap, or just bring your hands down as you press the heel down and slide. Try not to round the spine here. So breathe in as you find length, and exhale, slide the foot and fold forward. Inhale as you find length, and exhale, fold forward. Yes. Inhale as you find length, and exhale as you fold forward. Inhale as we come all the way back up. We bring our feet together in Baddha Konasana. Let your knees sink out to the side. Don't let them collapse, okay? So from here, we engage through the pelvic floor. We find length, breathe in, and on the exhale, we fold forward. We inhale, and exhale, fold forward. One more breath in. And exhale. Fold forward. We slowly start coming back up. We hold our knees. And we go on to all fours. So your hands are right under your shoulders. Your knees are right under your hips. Press the hands down as you round the spine, and we breathe in. And exhale. Kick the booty back. Drop the belly. Roll the shoulders back. Chest forward. Inhale as we round. And exhale. Inhale as we round. And exhale. Two more. Inhale, round. Exhale. One more. And exhale. Now from here, find a neutral spine, and you can use your blocks, both of them or just one of them, to take Anahastasana. So press your hands forward. Keep your hips and your knees same length, same line as your chest sinks. And you're opening up through your shoulder blades. Yeah. Breathe in here. And out. Breathe in for 2. Exhale. Breathe in for 3. And exhale. We press the hands down onto the block and we start rolling back up. Beautiful. Flex your toes and come onto your heels. Yes. Now from here, you can use your blocks or your hands in front of you. Let's work our toes, our ankles, our knees, and our hips. Press. Take the knees off and come back. Yeah. We come back forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. One more forward and back. Now from here, just open your knees wider and you can move your hips from side to side here. So open up to the right, then open up to the left, to the right, to the left. Beautiful. We come back down to center, and then we start bringing our hands onto our head, right behind our head. We open up the elbows, find length in the spine. We roll over to the right. And we come back to center, roll over to the left, getting a nice stretch in the whole spine. Come back to center, breathe in. Exhale, chin towards chest, a little bit of pressure. Inhale as we open up, and exhale as we release the hands down onto the floor. We press the hands down and we start to lift the hips, and we fold forward here. And you'll notice your hamstrings are going to be quite tight. So bend your right knee, lengthen your left leg slowly. Be mindful. Breathe. Breathe. The breath is what's going to release all this tension. And then change. Bend your left knee, lengthen your right leg. And then change again. And then switch again.
And you can bring your hands onto your knees now. As you inhale, halfway lift, look forward. And exhale, bend the knees, fold forward again. Inhale as you halfway lift. And exhale as you fold forward once again. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale as you fold forward. Now this time we press the hands and we begin to rise all the way up. Yes. Hips and shoulders find the same line. Roll your shoulders back. Find Tadasana here. Catch your breath. Circle your hands up and over your head. Right hand grabs your left wrist and give yourself a nice side body stretch in the left side body. We come back, change sides. And we come back, breathe in. Exhale, cactus your arms. And let your hands slowly draw next to the body. Send your weight onto your left foot as you start drawing your right knee into your chest. Maybe open it wider and try and grab that right knee. Left hand can grab your left hip. Open your shoulder out. Breathe in. And out. Yes, play with balance here. Perfect. Breathe in. And out. So we release the right foot. We point the right foot forward. We lean back a bit, and it's almost as if we want to step forward. You can bend your right knee if you need, but you take a nice wide step forward. And you're going to open your stance a bit wider because of belly. Hands can come onto your hips as you begin to lean forward. And you're pressing that back heel down. It's almost as if you're trying to walk forward, yeah? Press the back heel down, lean forward, keep your hips neutral, and start feeling into the hamstrings. And you can keep your hands here or even onto your lower back because you might feel the pelvis loose a bit. We want to try and keep it stable. Or if you want even more load, you can circle your arms forward. Breathe. Breathe. One more breath in and out. And we circle and come all the way up. Breathe in. From here, we lean forward and we start bringing our left knee into our chest. Then we open the left knee out a bit. We find that space. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Beautiful. So from here, we circle the left foot forward. We kick the left foot out. Yes. Kick, 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 until we step it forward. Yes. Beautiful. Once you step it forward, just open your stance a bit wider. Adjust that left foot so that you have space for belly and that your pelvis is really straight. And your hands onto the hips. As we begin to lean forward, we press that back heel back. So left hip back, right hip forward, and we fold forward. You should really feel the hamstring, the lower back, and lengthen through the spine. You can bring your hands onto the lower back if you'd like to press against it. Roll the shoulders back as well. Or more load by stretching your arms forward. And if you want even more load, just hold on to the block and stretch forward. Breathe. And we slowly come all the way up. Breathe in. And we lean forward and breathe out. In Tadasana, slide your hands next to your body. Take a breath here. Notice all those little steps we begin to notice in the beginning of our practice. So how's the rhythm of my breathing? Has it changed? Has it shifted? It should have. How's the rhythm of my heart? Is it in tune with the rhythm of my breath? Because this consequently leads to the circulation in my body. How do I feel the blood flowing in my body? How's the mind chatter? How's all the movement going on in through my mind? We roll the shoulders back. We circle the hands up and over our head as we breathe in. And we exhale, fold forward slowly. Inhale as we halfway lift. Exhale as we bend the knees and step the right foot all the way back. Right knee comes down. We bring our hands onto our left knee as we press the knee and we open our shoulders. So engage your glutes here and let your hips lower, but try and really manage to hold the energy in through the midline. So centralizing. Press, open. Now from here, your right hand can hold on to your right knee as your left arm circles up and behind you, and it comes onto your lower hip. So press against the hip as you just look over your left shoulder. Don't go too deep into the twist. If you're feeling too deep, if you're feeling the belly's kind of stretching too much, that's not what we want. Just make it soft. Breathe. Beautiful. From here, we circle the left hand up and over. We stabilize. We begin to lengthen the left leg. Yeah. Feel the hamstrings here. Left hip back, right hip forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. We're going to transition to the front of the mat. We bend the knee. We take the back knee off of the floor and we start pointing both toes inwards and the heels out into Prasarita Padottanasana. So our legs are wide. We send our chest forward as we breathe in and we exhale, fold forward. Inhale as we halfway lift and exhale, fold forward. One more. And exhale, fold forward. And then we point our right foot towards the back of the mat. Left knee comes down. We hold on to our right knee with both hands. We press. We lengthen the spine when we breathe in. We exhale, sink the hip as we roll the shoulders back. We open the chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Left hand, right knee. Right hand circles up as we breathe in. Exhale behind us. Right hand comes onto our right hip and we look over our right shoulder. Breathe in here and breathe out. Breathe in and out. One more. Exhale. We stabilize. Right hand circles up and over as we begin to lengthen our front leg. Right hand down, right hip back, left hip forward. We breathe in
And we breathe out. We breathe in and out. One more. And exhale. So we're going to transition again. We bend the front knee, we take the back knee off of the floor, we circle to center. Now this time our heels point in, our toes point out, and we try to hold on to our ankles. We press the knees out and we find kind of like a squat as we send our chest forward. And then we're going to round the spine as we breathe in. We press against the knee. And then we breathe out as we lower the hips, send the chest forward. And we breathe in, we round the spine a bit. And we exhale, press the knees out. One more time as we breathe in, we round the spine. And exhale as we lower, open the chest. And then from here, we begin to round the spine, keep the knees bent. As we come all the way up, circle the hands up and over your head, cactus your arms, and find goddess pose. Yes, bend your knees, breathe in. If you feel like you need some extra movement here, feel free to move. Breathe in and out. One more. And out. Lengthen your legs, circle your arms up and over. Adapt your feet. So your right foot points forward, your left foot points forward. We open the hands and we find Trikonasana base. We lean forward as far as we can go. Press that right heel down. Left hand, left thigh. Right hand comes up and over your head. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more. And exhale. Now from here, Margot, bend your left knee just a bit, grab your block. You're going to look towards your block, really stretch your left arm forward, send your weight onto your left leg as you slide your right leg up high, finding your half moon. Yes. And you can stay here, or just like we've been doing, you can bring your hand onto your hip, press the hip back, out, and roll over your right shoulder. Try and find that stable point where hip and hip are aligned. Maybe you can even grab your right knee, your right heel, bend your right knee and grab your right foot and open up into that sugar cane pose. Beautiful. And then from here we release. We still find that half moon. We bend the left knee and we step the right foot back into warrior two. Yes. Inhale here. And exhale, reverse. Right hand can circle behind you, left hand up and over. Breathe in. And out. And we come back to center as we lengthen the front leg and bring the right heel inwards. And here we go again. We bend the knee. Now this time we bring our hands onto our knees. We come into a squat. Right, press the right hand. Find a twist. Right hand presses against your right knee. Shoulder rolls inwards.
And then we switch, left hand presses against the left knee. And then switch. And then switch. And one more time on each side. And switch. And then we come back to center. We lengthen the legs and we circle the arms, adjust the feet. So left foot points inwards, left heel's out. Right foot points forward. Lengthen your arms, lean. Lean forward towards that right leg. And we find Trikonasana here. Press the right hand down, left hand up and over. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And out. One more breath in. And out. So we bend the front knee. If you don't have your block next to you, just grab the block. We're going to bend the front knee. Yes. We're going to lean forward, grab the block in front of you, send your weight onto your right foot as we slide the left foot and fly. And you can bring your left hand onto your hip or left hand up and over your head. Find that half moon. Breathe in. Maybe you can take sugar cane, bend the left knee and grab the ankle. Inhale here. And exhale here. Stabilize, breathe in and out. One last breath in. We slowly release the foot. We bend the right knee and we step the left foot all the way back, coming into Warrior Two. Inhale here. And exhale. One breath in. Exhale, we reverse our warrior. Left hand can come behind us. Right hand up and over the head. We come back into our Warrior Two. We lengthen the front leg. Now, Prasarita Padottanasana again. Point your toes in, heels out. You can circle your hands forward or bring your hands onto your hips as you press the hands against your hips and lean forward into that forward fold. If you want to stay here and want more load, maybe stretch your arms forward. If you want even more load, use the block. Or you feel that's too much load, just bring the hands onto the block in front of you. Breathe. Yes, well done, Margot. I really feel into like the shins, the calves. All right, so we're going to start walking towards the front of our mat. So we bend the left knee. Walk the hands and we bring the right knee down onto the floor. Yes. From here, lizard. Breathe. 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 And breathe. And we slowly press the hands down, come up, and you can use your hands here if you'd like onto the block. Circle the left hand behind you and grab your right foot. Ooh, my block is super. Breathe. Release. Left hand circles up and over. Left hand comes down. If your blocks are in front of you, press the blocks against your hands against the blocks. Take the back knee off of the floor. Lengthen the front leg. Press the hands onto the blocks and slide your left leg back. Beautiful. And just step your right foot outside your right hand. Left knee sinks. Beautiful. We begin to lower into our lizard. And we gently make our way up. Left hand can come down onto the block or onto the floor. Right hand circles, grab your left foot. Breathe. And we begin to release. We take the back knee off of the floor. We place both hands onto our blocks or onto the mat. We lengthen the front leg and we slide the right leg back. Beautiful. We found that down dog. We lean forward into our high plank. We bend the knees down onto the floor. You can use your blocks here. And we're going to take Chaturanga halfway. We press, come back up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, we come forward, bend the knees. Exhale, Chaturanga halfway. We come back up, breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Last one. We inhale, lean forward. We exhale, knee comes down, and we flex forward into Chaturanga. Up dog as we come up. Exhale, down dog. And from here, just bring your knees down onto the floor. Knees apart, heels in, child's pose. And you can bring your arms onto child's pose, onto your block if you'd like. Maybe even your elbows. Breathe. We slowly come up higher. We come onto our knees. Hands come onto our lower back. You can always have your feet flex or your blocks, or if you don't feel safe enough, just hands onto the lower back and Ustrasana, camel pose. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more. And exhale. Hands come onto your lower back as you rise. We take child's pose again. Just to counter pose, extension, a little flexion. Move your hips from side to side. And we slowly roll up. And as we roll up, just let your feet roll over to the right and your booty onto the left. I love this side body stretch. Slide the right hand. Feel the left side really get a stretch. I like to even pull against my back and slide it up high. Get this really yummy feeling of opening. And bring my hand behind my head. I try not to collapse forward. What I want to do is create an external rotation here. And then I circle my left hand down. My feet are slightly together. From here, I'm going to open my knee as I lift my hip. Stretch my arm up and over my head, and then I lower. Yes, close your knees. So right knee comes down, yeah. Then press the left knee down as we lift the hip and open the right knee. Squeeze the glutes, and then lower. 2 more. Rise. And lower. Yes. 1 more. Rise. And lower. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. Slowly. Roll over to the right. Left hand slides. Right hand up and over. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. 1 more. Circle the right hand down. Left hand circles up and over. The feet are slightly together. We lift the hip and we open the right knee, the left knee. 3 more of these as we lower. Exhale. Breathe in here. Exhale, lift. And lower as we breathe in. Exhale, lift. And lower as we breathe in. Last one. Exhale, lift. Beautiful. And we come back. We just circle our legs in front of us. Grab your bolster if you need, because we're going to start rolling onto our spine. Gently and softly. All the way back. Maybe you might need a bolster. Yeah. Draw your knees into your chest. Just give yourself a nice, gentle movement, rocking from side to side. And let's take Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. So recline, bring your feet together. Let your knees, it's butterfly pose, feet down onto the floor. And you can bring your hand onto belly here. We're going to go back to the beginning of our practice by just integrating through the first form of movement, the breath. We feel, we notice, we bring our attention to the breath coming in. We feel the fresh air. We feel the spaces opening up. We notice the intensity, the rhythm. And then this brings us in contact to our heartbeat and how fast it beats and how intense it beats, how much strength it has when we really actually come to notice it, if it's we're inhaling or exhaling. And this leads us to the circulation in our body. We notice if we can actually feel the pulsating of our circulation. And then we come to notice our mind patterns, how fast, how paced, how controlled, how functional, or unfunctional. And by bringing ourselves into this place of observation, we begin to regulate. So we start pacing down the breath, trying to create a neutral rhythm where the inhale breath and the exhale breath come in tune. They have the same length. And as we do that, we naturally come in to notice our heartbeat that begins to communicate with the breath. It finds like this tune with the breath. And then we notice the pulsating, the circulation throughout the body. We notice how that feels if we actually come to feel this blood flow. And this is what leads us to our mental chatter. We try to notice how fast our mind's going or how present it allows us to be. And then we feel this deep connection with baby. We start sliding the legs forward, letting the feet drop to the sides. And you can keep your hands onto belly, or maybe just let your hands slide out to the sides. If this is uncomfortable for you, Margot, you can start finding your Shavasana in a fetus position over to the left. Or just find the support you need here, maybe underneath your knees, maybe behind your back, rising the back a bit. The most important part here is for you to feel comfortable. And close down the eyes and just let your whole practice integrate, noticing your body open and releasing all the stored tension and just bringing yourself into what is Shavasana.